Hello students, today we're going to learn how to use the simple past tense. Now there are two kinds of verbs in English. The first type of verb is the regular verbs. Now to use the regular verbs in the past tense, we add d or ed to verbs. For example, play becomes played, type becomes typed, and carry becomes carried. Now remember, the Y always becomes an I in English when you add the ed. Now let's look at some irregular verbs. The second kind of verb in English is the irregular verb. Remember, these are those verbs that are different in their form in the past tense. What this means is that you cannot add ed or d to these verbs. So for example, bring becomes brought, speak becomes spoke, eat becomes ate. As you can see, none of these words, none of these verbs are similar to the present tense. So you will have to memorize the list of irregular verbs and their past tense form. Now let's look at some examples. Now remember, the past tense expresses an action that started in the past and finishes in the past, okay? Now some examples with affirmative sentences are, I played football yesterday. So yesterday, the day before today, I played football. She talked to me last night. So she talked to me in the past and finished talking to me in the past as well. They washed their faces in the morning. They washed their faces in the morning. So they started the action in the past, in the morning, and finished it in the past as well. Now let's look at some other examples. With the simple past tense, we say negative answers in the following structure. No, I didn't play football yesterday. No, she didn't talk to me last night. As you can see, we use did not in the sentence and use the verb in the present form, so we do not add ed. Now, with questions, we say, did you play football yesterday? Did she talk to you last night? Or did they wash their faces this morning? As you can see, we put did at the beginning and the verb is in the simple present tense. Now these two are expressing the past tense, but the verb we put it in the present tense. Okay, thank you for listening.